up, everybody? Thompson Coin and Stamp here. It's Tuesday night. I'm ready to hunt some coins. How about you? Hello, Steve Harrington. Hello, BMC. You were first. I saw you there. Hello, KJ in Ohio. Hope y'all are doing well this evening. Tonight we will be hunting a $100 box of nickels. See if I can lift that over there. There we go. Right on, right on. As always, we're looking for those war nickels. That's going to be 1942 through 1945 with the mint mark on the reverse above Monticello. We're looking for low mintage nickels like that 1950D. We're looking for Buffalo nickels. We're looking for Liberty Head V nickels. Looking for anything cool, you know. You never know what you're going to find. So, before we get started on that, though, hey, puppy dog, he's putting his head in my lap. Here's what we're giving away tonight, 2 custom coasters. Got the reverse of a St. Gaudens $20 gold coin, and then the reverse of a Buffalo nickel. I really like how that one turned out. I got to figure out how to make this one kind of darker in places and everything like that. But we will get this giveaway started in 3, 2, 1. There we go. It is starting at 30 minutes. Kindle Sands, what's going on? Let me get these out of the way there. Hope everybody's doing fine tonight. Y'all hunting any coins this week? Puppy dog needs to go lay down instead of whining here. Well, lay down, buddy. See what we can find. What is this one right here? Looks a little different. 2019. I'd like to find some 2025s or something. I'm not even sure if I'm finding any 2025s this year. There's a 1959. We haven't found a V nickel in quite a while either. 98, 18, there's an 80. Some newer ones. Oh, my chat ain't to keep it up here. Hold on, there we go. Vincent, what's going on? Farm Ace, how's it going? New Marshall is here. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. A silver nickel tonight is worth about $2.88. Give or take a little bit, depending on where and everything. I looked that up before I got on the stream. Silver's doing good. Had a nice little rebound there. It was at $48, and all of a sudden, next day it was at $50. Like 48 some change, So it's been doing good. Gold's been doing a little rebounding too. I still think there's plenty of room for both the metals to go. Well, we need to find some silver or something cool. Maybe we can find a low mintage or something. What do we got here? Nasty looking coin is 76. 82. There's a newer Buffalo nickel. There's an area called the Speared Buffalo on that. There we go. Is anybody hunting any coins this week? Or is it just me? Get those spread out there. What we got? 78. 22. Get this light down there just a little bit more. 60. Oh, that's a beauty right there, let me tell you. You'll see posts like this online and be like, is this mid-air? How much is this coin worth? Still worth a nickel, maybe even 4 cents. Wiley, baby, go lay down, sweetie. There's 1964. Got one there. 65. What can we find? Coins. Hello. Hope you're doing well this evening. Almost thought we had one that looked old. It is pretty old. It's a 48. Another that over there. You want to win these? Make sure you enter the raffle. Must be a subscriber. Can win once per calendar month. Must reside in the U.S. I can't afford shipping overseas. Oh, Wiley, baby. Okay, sweetheart. You want outside that bad. Okay. Outside, buddy. Go chase a cat. Sorry about that, y'all. The dog just really wanted out. You'll want back in like a minute. You know. What we got here? Probably nothing. Just a 73 there. We found a V nickel, and I don't think we found one this year. It was last year since we found one. That's okay. I did get another box of halves ordered today, or yesterday, excuse me. So they'll be here Thursday, and we'll hunt those next week. Didn't find any of our $50 hunt, any silver our $50 hunt last week. Only a handful of NIFCs, but that's okay. Fake silver is what you call it. Fake silver? What? Oh, look at there. That's not fake silver. I didn't even see it. We got a war nickel, y'all. Denver. It is 1945 out of Denver. Ding, ding, ding. Silver on the board. Right on, right on. With today's market value, or not market value, today's silver spot price. Let's double check here. Let's look at kitco.com. Silver sitting at $51.17. That makes this 5-cent nickel worth about $2.88 today. Right on, right on. That's 35% silver. So, heck yeah. I'll take it. Right on, right on. Where's that one app here? Make sure I got the right price on that here. Hold on. We're going to go back here. Just a second. US Silver Calculator. Go to coinapps.com. You can do a calculator. Because I think I calculated that with 40% silver. No, it's worth about $2.88, $2.87. So, yeah. Right on, right on. That was pretty quick, says Farm Ace. Heck yeah. Yeah, let's roll 8 or 9, looks like. The rolls kind of moved on me, so they're not lined up right. 83 Denver. Well, we didn't find any silver last week in the $50, so we got some silver and nickels. So I do enjoy hunting nickels. You can usually find something in a box of nickels. Halves, it's kind of a lot of times it's like every couple of boxes you might find some silver. Some of those boxes of nickels, we've had some trifectas, where we've had a couple, like a buffalo nickel, a V nickel, and a war nickel. Please look at 70 there. So 56, 65, looks been in better shape, seen better days. We got silver, yes we do. 71, we got that, 59. Hope everybody had a good Veterans Day today. Thank you so much, each and every one of you that served our country, made the sacrifice, you and your family. I greatly appreciate it. lot of nada there. 22. 2000. Oh, we got our first foreign coin here of the night. That's Her Majesty. It's going to be Canada at 1990. Good box so far. Maybe I should have ordered a box of nickels as well. This to go along with the box of halves I ordered this week, you know? Another box. So all I've got left right now is some boxes of pennies. But that's good. Trying to settle on them for a little bit. See what goes on with pennies. Coin says your great grandpa served in the Second World War. Oh, nice. I appreciate his service and sacrifice. Those World War II vets were a different breed now. They broke the mold with them. And the Vietnam, all our vets, you know, but man. And all the stuff the Vietnam vets had to go through, goodness. Especially all the crap when they came back. Didn't get welcomed home. Sad. 64. What theater did your grandpa serve in? Coins? Did he serve at Pacific Theater or European Theater? You're gonna the pennies? What, Kendall? What'd you say? You're gonna miss the pennies? Oh yeah, I know, right? I think it will, you know, get better at some point. It's just everybody's, you know, hoarding them. Kind of like, you know, I'm even setting on some boxes too instead of taking them back. You know, I think, you know, once things kind of, you know, settle down, because, I mean, you can still get boxes of, like, with Susan B. Anthony's and stuff in it. I mean, the bank still takes, you know, Eisenhower dollars and everything, even though they stopped minting those a long time ago. You know, I just think, you know, once things kind of calm down and everything, they might, you know, still circulate some. Surely. I mean, there's billions upon billions of them. If they don't, they're going to have to make it where you can melt them down. Otherwise, I mean, what are you going to do with billions and billions of pounds of something you can't transact with? I have been seeing where some stores are offering like a 2-for-1. Like you bring in like 100 pennies or whatever, and they'll give you $2. So you bring in $1 worth, and they'll give you $2 just to get, you know, a little bit of some pennies for them, I guess. I don't know. Coin said he was in boot camp towards the end of the war. Hey, but that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't matter. He still served. You passed before we could meet him. Oh, okay, okay. My grandpa served there in Lawton at the artillery base, Fort Sill, Lawton, Oklahoma. Back in the day. He was after World War II. Grandpa was born in 32. Yeah, so we met my grandma down there, you know. Because over in Lawton, Anadarko area, Fort Sill area, that's all, you know, that's Comanche territory. I'm Comanche. And he met my grandma down there because he was serving at Fort Sill. She hated him at first. Everything, but then, like, you know, fell in love. He passed in 2019. 84. She has passed in 22. I hear my dog outside. They went back in. 21. 85. There's an 05. Ocean in View. What do we got there? 68. Can't tell what that was. Yeah, I know where Pryor is. They have Rocklahoma, and they have the Born and Raised Festival. It's up past Muskogee. Done a lot of work up that direction too. I used to work for Naval Midstream, and I was in charge of the eastern third of Oklahoma on the inspection, you know, part for their stuff, and we had a lot of work up like in the Oologah and Muskogee and Coweta, Pryor, stuff like that. Did some stuff with the GRDA, the Grand River Dam Authority. Yeah. What's up? What's going on in Pryor? I want to say there's a really good Amish restaurant up there near Pryor off of. I can't remember what highway that was. I don't think it's Highway 69. Can't remember. Oh, the military academy there. Okay. Right on, right on. That's cool. That's really cool. Are you going to pursue the military once you graduate high school? Even like the Oklahoma National Guard or anything like that? My buddy, one of my best friends, he joined the Oklahoma National Guard when he was 17. This was right after 9/11. And then, of course, he went to Iraq and everything. He was a combat engineer. He went to Iraq, and then he's been to Afghanistan. He went over and built some of the stuff over in Ukraine, some of their base and stuff before all the Russia and Ukraine war crap happened and everything. But he's still in it. He's been in it, like I said, since he was 17. So since 2002. So he's been in it, 23 years now and everything. He's a lieutenant colonel and everything. So I mean, if you want to join the National Guard, it's a good career. Like I said, my buddy, one of my best friends. I had my son actually do an interview with him the other day for Veterans Day and everything. And yeah, he's been in there a long time, and he absolutely loves the Guard. He's one of the favorite things he's done. And, like they went down and helped with some of the hurricanes and stuff like that. He's done like all sorts of. Now, like I said, he has deployed multiple places. But he went more the officer route and everything like that. He's just moved up the ranks, and everything. But now, he's lieutenant colonel and everything, and he still loves. I mean, as far as I know, he's because he could retire right now. He's been in over 20 years, but he's just going to go until he can't no more. I guess he's trying to go for general or something like that. But National Guard's a cool thing, And there's also the Air National Guard too, which would believe would probably be stationed up to like maybe Tinker, or even like maybe Vance Air Force Base up there like towards Enid and stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of careers and stuff. Excuse me. Paid for his college and everything like that. Like I say, he went and served over in Iraq, and then came back. He went to Boot and AIT and all that right after high school, and then went straight to Iraq for 9 months, something like that, and then came back, and then started going to college down at East Central in Ada, and then he's like I said, deployed a couple of times, went to Afghanistan, went to Ukraine. Another cool thing he did, he said he helped with like the Joint Task Force, because Oklahoma's got all these pot farms everywhere. The rest of y'all don't know about that. I'm sure Coins does, but Oklahoma's, we got, medical marijuana legalized, and there was just pot farms everywhere. Well, a lot of them were some like illegal pot farms and stuff like that, and he helped some of the OSBI, which is the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics, and like some of the other agencies. He helped do some raids on them, which I thought was really interesting and cool too. So yeah, 1940. I'll throw that up there. So he's done some cool things with the Guard. 47. I often wish I would have joined the Guard at least for the couple, for one, term of duty or whatever, 4 years. But I wouldn't have met my ex-wife and wouldn't have my kids, so I mean it worked out. I love my kids. Oh yes, on tribal lands. You'd be surprised, it's wild here, Kendall. We got reservations here now, like it was technically always a reservation, now like it's always, so like most of Eastern Oklahoma's reservation, you got and then you've also always had like the Osage Nation up there, and like the whole county of Osage County is the Osage Nation, and it was literally its own little, reservation or whatever. And then like there's multiple reservations around, like the Cullahoma Reservation outside of Ada and stuff before, the whole McGirt decision that, made it where, went back, to, recognize, Eastern Oklahoma, like the Creek Nation and stuff, as, the, still they're on the reservation and everything. But even before that, they're still sovereign nations. They're recognized as sovereign nations, but they still have to abide by federal law. But state law still goes too. So, like, for instance, like, even though you might live in, like, say, the Creek Nation, or, the Chickasaw Nation or whatever, as long as you're not actually doing it on actually like creek owned land, like specifically owned by the tribe, you can still state law, grow stuff and everything like that. So yeah, I actually don't have a tribal plate. I should look into it. It's a lot cheaper and everything. I could get a Comanche plate and everything. My people are down in southwestern Oklahoma. I'm Comanche and Caddo. So, but like, so I used to live over in Creek Nation and everything, and I know there's tons of pot farms over there. But like, so inside of Creek Nation, like, for example, there's the Thopalaco tribal town. And it's its own little tribal government. They're actually having some legal disputes with the Muskogee Creek Nation right now and everything. Like, there's some crazy stuff going on over there. But like, so like, and that's where the casino was and stuff like that, so like, and like, even like, like, there's the Kickapoo Nation. They have their own little Kickapoo tribal complex and stuff like that. So like, you can't do, like, they've got to abide by federal law and everything like that. But that doesn't mean, like, the surrounding, miles and miles of their land and everything, the nation, is still a part of, Oklahoma or whatever, so it abides by Oklahoma laws. Wait, let's see, what did you say? Say your travel plate, even unceded land. Has it been cold up there as coins and bays? Yes, it was very cold. And they said you'll stop on unceded land. Yeah, those are crazy though. Then like, so like, the law enforcement, if they pull over somebody that's Native American while they're on tribal land, they have to contact the tribal law enforcement, the light horsemen, and then to come get them and stuff. I don't know, like, it's all crazy. There's like been lots of laws going back and forth. The current governor kind of has something against the tribes, it seems like. Like, it made it where, like, the Cherokee Nation, he didn't give the Cherokee Nation free hunting and fishing licenses no more from the state. And they're like, I'm Comanche, and I've never got a free hunting and fishing license. I don't know why my tribe don't give me one. Like, come on. But we got casinos everywhere, so, yeah. 59. Tons and tons of casinos. Actually, they're building a new one here close to me. Right across the street from the old one. So that tells you how good the casinos are, and to stay away from them. Like, I always tell my kids, it's fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I go to the casino once or twice a year. Take a limited amount of money because it is fun and everything like that, and you can win some money, but you have to go in there expecting to lose. They're not building these big giant buildings and stuff by giving away money and everything. So yeah, you just gotta go in there expecting to lose, and then you've got to be able to walk out when you need to. 72. Like, I remember one day I walked in, I was like, I had $40. I was like, okay, and I left everything else in the truck, and like, that's all I'm gonna spend. If I lose it, I lose it. If I don't, don't. I walked in, I hit 50 right off the bat off a $20 bill, and walked right back out. I wasn't in there 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I'll take that. An additional $30 off of 20. Heck yeah, I'll take that all day long for 5 minutes. That's kind of how I'll go to the casino. Take a limited amount, walk in, walk out. I'm done. It's when you win some and then you start putting it back in and trying to win some more. That's when they get you. Yeah, learn to walk away. You're hoping for 2 war pickles. I want some war pickles. I don't like pickles, actually. Goes back to my first girlfriend. First kiss. It's pickly. It's 41. I always discard for pickles. It's a horrible experience. I got my folks' old travel plate over there on the wall somewhere. Yeah. Actually. Yeah, there it is. Comanche Nation. Let's see if we can find that loose from 1950D. Well, 1939D. Ah, let's drop it. How about that? Kindle says you have 5 rolls of 2025 pennies. Trying to finish a box. No, hold on. 5 rolls for 2025s. I don't think I don't have any rolls. I don't think I have some loose ones. I'm trying to think if I have any rolls of 2025s or not. I don't think I do. I will look, and if I do, I'll get in touch with you. Well, those 2025s are going for a premium there for a bit. That's why I bought 20 boxes of pennies. Was trying to get boxes of 2025. Excuse me, 2025s. So I'd gotten 2 boxes prior to that, and I should have just picked up more. Should have been like, hey, give me some more. But now, excuse me. Went back the next week, ordered 10 boxes, didn't have any. Ordered 10 boxes more, didn't have any. And it's like, man. So I really thought I'd get some more 2025s. So I'll have to take a look. I didn't see nothing in this one. No silver at least. Oh, commercials on Pandora. I'm cheap, I'm not paying for the premium ad-free stuff. It's free or nothing. Yes, sir, you can say, well, bless you too, coins. It says, don't drop that IPA. Loose is fine. You can cover premium instead of a shitload of pennies. I was drinking Dr. Pepper. I have not drank any alcohol since August. I was just feeling that on my heart. You know, Lord just put that on my heart just to stop drinking. So, you know. Wage slave Uranus. Why don't you use a magnet? Because silver is not magnetic. Now, this Canadian coin would probably be magnetic, but the silver is not, and neither are the rest of the nickels. And we're also looking, for certain dates. Like 1950, Denver, 1939, Denver, 2009. I go through them pretty fast, though, so I'm just kind of skimming the dates. But welcome to the live stream. Good question. So, hold on. Where's my... Okay, I got one with the magnet over here. Hold on. Let's see. This is actually from Walker Magnet Stream. Yes. Nope, the Canadian ain't magnetic either. I'm surprised. A lot of foreign coins are magnetic. I was hoping for another V-nickel. We haven't had a V-nickel in quite a while. There's a 51. Another V-nickel would be great. 21, there's an 08, 15. There's deuce deuce. That's 22 if you don't know. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. A wooden nickel. I got a wooden nickel around here somewhere. Kendall says you have a crap with load of Canadians. You go there often. And see, that's the thing. Like with the the whole penny shortage and everything. Like are they still using pennies up there in Canada at all? Like, how does that work? And because obviously you're still getting Canadian cents in your boxes and stuff like that, so they're still circulating some, I would assume. How's that working, Kendall? I think the pennies will calm down, personally. But I don't know. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm just a dad looking at some coins. Trying to find silver. And other cool things. $2,007, 23. Ocean in view. Come on, come on. A lot of nada. Well, I didn't see that one earlier though. I'm surprised I missed it. I just didn't even look at the edge. 23, I thought I said 25. Looks like the mintage is pretty low on these 25 nickels. Four, one. It says you have 30 large jars of cents from Canada when you moved there from 89. Oh, dang. I gotta say, the Canadian maple leaves, you know, like the silver, you know, coins, and so I think they're some of the most beautiful sovereign coins, you know, silver coins out there. I love how they did their milk spotting finish or whatever science magic they do on their stuff now and everything. I think it's like called mint guard or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but really, like, I've got some reverse proof maples. Oh gosh, they're just so beautiful. The maples are actually some of my favorites. So Canada does make some neat coins and everything. I'll give them that. You know, like the gold maple leaves pretty, don't get me wrong, but oh, those reverse proof silver maples. Whew. 57. I'll put that over there. So you're gonna be a penny pimp. You should be like Scrooge McDuck and dive into them. Kendall says yes, they're beautiful like Kendall. Where you say it's a silver 71 ounce in Canada. Wow. Not sure how much that'd be. So here in America, I didn't mean to say it like that. That sounded really weird. Sorry if that sounded weird. Here in America. I did not mean to say it weird at all, y'all. So yeah, here in the States, you know, silver's sitting at $51.12, you know, compared to the 71, which is really cool. I didn't know, you know, that's what it was in Canada. So it makes this worth about $2.87. I just noticed that there's a little drop-down box where I can set it to Canadian. That makes this worth $4.03 Canadian. So, yeah. That's cool. So I just saw a little drop-down menu. Coinapps.com is a really good resource to be able to check the price of a, you know, silver coin. So, yeah. Yeah, silver's been doing good. Silver's been doing really good. Yeah, it was, you know, down, you know, $1 something the other day. Then I make a video, and you know, I made the video on Sunday evening, and then Monday it had a nice little boost up. Pretty little 81 there, at least on the front. I want to say something maybe about like them talking about 50 year mortgage in the works or something, and maybe Trump giving away $2,000 off the tariffs and might have boosted the stock market and the precious metals markets and stuff like that. Spin that wheel, says Coins. Is it time? Is it time? Refreshing here. It is. We got New Marshall, VMC, Vincent, and Coins in. Now, Coins, you won last week, though, so you cannot win this week. So just so you know, if it picks you, I gotta redo it. So here we go. Refresh this here. Let's give these away here. Let's pick a winner. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Vincent C. Congratulations. Garrett Christensen. Hello, hello. Kendall says you just search and collect. You never worry. You have 3 Jordan 1986 rookies. What? That's crazy. I want one. I'll trade just 2025 pennies for it. Congrats, Vincent. I will send you over these custom-made coasters. I haven't been using the laser engraver in a while. I got busy and everything. But yeah, I made these, and I hope you enjoy them. Nice little thick and everything, little coasters and everything. So yeah, set those over there. I'll get those sent out to you. Congratulations. Kendall says, Fix, you knew it. Yes, I've got your address, Vincent. Congratulations. I need to make some more coasters. I got some square coasters and stuff too that I could use. Maybe make some stamps on them or something. Come on, Silver, where you at? Come on, Buffaloes. Come on, War Nickels. Come on, V. $14. $17. What do we got here? It's old. $62. Looks older than that. $90. $21. $64. $67. Oh gosh, I'm glad my kids ain't here to hear me say that one. They'd be like, 67. Can't say anything like that around them without them saying that. Any of y'all got kids and them saying 6, 7 all the time. Like, what does it mean? Garrett, what are we looking for exactly? Just Buffaloes or Silver Sundays? So we are looking for, yes, Buffalo nickels. We are looking for those. We are looking for Silver War nickels like this 1945. You got that mint mark on the reverse there above Marshall. They're 35% nickel. We're looking for foreign coins like this Canadian 1990 we found earlier in this. We're looking for a low mintage like 1950D, 1939D. We're looking for Liberty Head V nickels. Haven't found one of those this year. We're looking for just anything cool. You never know what you're going to find in a coin hunt. Like we were hunting some pennies one night and we found silver, a silver foreign coin and everything. I mean, we found, we have, hunting half dollars. We found, car wash tokens. Found several Hopalong Cassidy little tokens and everything. Just, we find all sorts of cool stuff, so, yeah. You never know what we're going to find. But, yeah, specifically for tonight, Buffalo nickels, V nickels, War nickels, low mintage and everything. 2009, 24, yes, exactly, yep. 09, 24, stuff like that. So I haven't found a 25 yet. I can recall. Maybe I have. I might have a few over there. Looking through so many coins, you forget what you have sometimes. Looking for proofs, too. I hear my dog barking. I might have to let him in. I don't like him barking at the neighbors. Oh, always barking at the cats and stuff. Trying to be nice to the neighbors. Let me see. Wiley, come here, baby. Be nice to the neighbors. Come on. Good boy. Hey, you gotta go lay down, buddy. You be nice to the neighbors. Don't be barking at the cats. At least late at night. Roll of shields would be awesome. That's how hunting is always fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, he's a very good boy, Wesley. He listens very well. He doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't tear up anything. Like, he's never pooped in the house one time. I always said I'd never have another inside dog, and then I've got another inside dog. Like, I got him, last year, and he was a little puppy, and it was like, it was going to be cold, and I didn't want to be outside in the cold, and my yard is on the north side of my house, so it would be even cold, cold on that side. I didn't really have nothing to block the wind for him. So he was just inside, and he doesn't tear up nothing, don't do nothing wrong, doesn't have no accidents. When we're outside and stuff, I can just snap my finger, and he comes running. He's a good boy. He loves to eat. He's big bag. Thinks he gets something to eat every time he comes inside, but, other than that, and always, giving me just these puppy dog eyes when I'm eating pizza or eating whatever. He thinks he gets a snack, and he kind of does a lot of times. So what can I say? He's my buddy. So he's been a little blessing to me. I went through a divorce a couple years ago and everything, and so I finally I was looking for a dog, and one of the people at my job had some puppies, and me and him just kind of clicked. He's been my little buddy ever since. And, so, yeah. He's really good with my kids. Like, he won't even let me wrestle with my son no more. Like, he gets right in between us and everything. He's like, nope, you ain't bothering the boy. He's the bee's knees, let me tell you. He pesters me all the time, but like I say, I pester him too. Would y'all ever be interested in me hunting a box of dollar coins? If I could get a hold of them? I'm kind of thinking about just switching. I've never hunted a box of dollar coins. I'd have to do a little research on what to hunt on them and everything, which dates and stuff like that. So, yeah, dogs are always giving dogs. Well, we're always giving the dogs. Yep. Baby, be quiet, sweetie. We done a minute, sweetheart. You're a good boy. He just wants some attention. Here you are. You want to hunt? You want to hunt? You put your paw up here? No? Okay. Let me fix this. Oh, he tried to get his paw up. Well, there is a couple videos out there. He's got he's a puppy. He had his paws up here hunting some coins. So Forrest says you'd watch some dollars. Okay. Gary says, do you keep the 04s and 05 ones as well? Dollars are fun. I've kept a couple, but mostly I throw them back at this point. Same with really like the NIFCs when we're hunting halves and stuff. I've kept so many. At some point I've just got to start sending them back because I don't get paid for any of this and everything. So I've got to send the coins back to be able to get more coins, if that makes sense. I've got to circulate them and everything. Well, I can't say I don't get paid. I am very blessed and fortunate to have some great people that support us over on our Patreon. Y'all know who you are. New Marshall and Farmace and Steve and let's see, who am I forgetting? Brittany and was it Austin, I think? Several of y'all. Appreciate it. Which we do have that Patreon account if you want to go check it out. There is free accounts over there. You don't have to pay for anything. It's just another one of our platforms we're on. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Rumble, everything like that. So we just spread the wealth around. We've got another foreign coin here. That one's seen better days. 1994 6. Let's get the old Scoperoo over here. Yeah, unless I sell the silver, yeah. Which like I've traded in like some 40% halves before for uh some 90 and everything, but a 1991. Okay, that's a 94. I haven't ever sold any of the silver we found. Sold two or three West Point quarters. Like I said, sold some boxes of pennies and maybe a box of nickels or two on eBay. Other than that, though, that's about it. We're yet to be monetized on YouTube. Still need quite a few watch hours on the long form videos. But we're getting there, though, slowly but surely. And everything, and not monetized on TikTok or anything like that. So, yep. Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter though. A lot of the fun is, like I said, searching through the coins, finding cool things, historical coins, like, it's crazy. This piece of silver has been in, circulation for 80 years. We found stuff dating back to the 1800s. Just the history behind that. What have these coins seen? What have they bought? Whose pocket have they been in? I've got to sit around this dinner table with my kids and have amazing conversations while we hunt coins. We've got to go to coin shows. My kids have gotten all sorts of free stuff at these coin shows stuff. So it's been a blessing. I can't complain, even though, like I said, we ain't monetized. I dream to be monetized with the Lord's will. It'll be done one of these days. If not, whatever. Like I said, I get to sit around the dinner table and hunt coins with my kids and everything, and talk and everything, and travel, to some of these local coin shows and everything, just hang out with them, and I get to chat with y'all and stuff like that, and find these cool old coins, like I said, Liberty Head V nickel or whatever from the 1800s, and we found that Indian heads from, like, was it 1903 or something, and I just find that so fascinating, just the history behind them and everything. We found, different foreign coins, like I said, we found that, little silver, I can't remember what it was called, coin in a penny hunt, and it was from World War II, and it was Switzerland, if I recall correctly, but it was actually minted in Philadelphia because they were nervous that the Germans were going to steal their silver and bullion, so they had their coins minted here in the States, and just happened to find that in a penny hunt, and that was crazy to me. I would never just go and buy one of those coins or anything like that. So, yeah. How much did I get for the W's from me? He's referring to the West Point quarters. If I recall correctly, they were 15 to 20 bucks. I think maybe I got a little less than 15. See, how many did I sell? I want to say maybe I sold 3. I got it's been a while. Most of them we've kept. I haven't found. It was early on when I sold them. And they were kind of still a little hot. I want to say one was maybe 17 or 18 maybe. It's been so long. It was between 15 and 20. For sure. And I even just gave one to the lady that answers the phone at the bank. So I traded her a quarter for a quarter and everything, so... But no illegal, I didn't, she didn't buy it. She had no clue I was doing it, and I was just like, hey, you got a quarter in your pocket? Because she had mentioned that she always looked for a West Point quarter, and I had a couple, and I was like, hey, do you have a quarter? And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll trade you. And just handed her the other quarter, and she didn't know. I was like, look at the mint mark. And she was all excited and stuff. So, Anthony Powell's Candy Shack. Hello. How are you this evening? You just subscribed. Thank you so much. Garrett says, always great talking to other coin stackers and collectors. We all learn something for each other. Yes, sir, that is correct. 96 West Point dime is like 20 bucks. Yeah, that would be really cool to find. I should hunt more dimes. Y'all do love Mercury dimes. Oh, constitutional silver anyway. I love it and everything. But Mercury dimes, they're some of my favorite. But dimes are so hard for me to see. That's why I did get this, see this big magnifying glass and the light and everything. I got it to help with searching dimes and just coins in general, because things are getting a little bit harder to see these days and stuff. I'm 40 now. I'm not getting old, but, I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore either. So, neat things like that. But I probably should hunt some more dimes every now and then. I made the mistake of hunting a bag of dimes one time. It's $1,000 bag of dimes, and oh my gosh, that took freaking forever. It's like I'm never gonna get through this. Here it says you have one and only one after hundreds of rolls. You got one though? Nice. That's really cool. Right on, right on. What's your favorite piece in your collection, or one that you found so far? Well, mine is a Walking Liberty that we found pretty early on when we started the channel. My son actually found it, so that's always kind of been special. And then I found a Indian head earlier this year, and that was kind of one of my favorites. I've been searching for an Indian head for a couple years. Never found one, then one day we found one. It was super awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, it's an Indian head. It was cool. I was excited. Come on, Buffalo Nickels. Come on, V Nickels. Let's go. A lot of nada so far. Oh, in this roll. Didn't look like any silver in it. 2001. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Going back to the Patreon thing, if y'all do, feel like it, head over to our Patreon account. Check it out. Like I said, there is a free version there. If you feel like supporting the channel, anything, everything helps. It goes right back into the channel. Get coins and whatnot to hunt. Things to give away and everything. I haven't been to the coin shop in a while and everything. A lot of times we'll give away little slab coins, whatnot. But over on Patreon, I'm gonna try to do even more behind the scenes stuff. I forgot to do that tonight, to do a little live behind the scenes setting up for the live stream and everything. But these sneak peeks over there, stuff like that. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Garrett says, yours is the 1875 Continental Currency bronze coin. No, excuse me, 1785 Continental Currency bronze coin. Really? Did you find that, or did you buy that? Like, is that just your favorite piece in your collection? Or is that something you found? Because, like, if you found that, that's freaking amazing. Oh, the history behind that. That's super cool. 1785. That's really neat. Now you got me trying to look over my Redbook real quick. See what that looks like. I got the Redbook here. Hold on. I want to look that up now, because I got my Redbook out and I'm trying to look up some of the older stuff. So yeah, post-colonial. I don't even know what to look at in here, what that would be. You got in a bag of £1 foreign coins from Amazon. Huh. And that's a United States coin? Is a continental currency? Like, I want to look that up. I don't know what that is. That sounds very interesting. Very, very interesting. You got a £1 bag of foreign coins from Amazon. Huh. That's neat. Never know what you're going to find coin hunting. That's the beauty of, that's the magic. You never freaking know what you're going to find. And then we can have some great conversations with people and stuff too about it. That's what I need to do when I go to these coin shows too, is talk to more people about stuff. I'm usually just kind of, looking around and talking and stuff. Have kids with me. I didn't get to take the kids to the World's Fair of Money with me. And they did have a coin show over in Mustang, Oklahoma this last weekend, but I didn't get a chance to make it. Had to work. Coin shows are always on Fridays and Saturdays for some reason. I'm like, how about a Sunday or something? Because I work Friday and Saturday. Like, can you get one a day I have off, please? I want to go to the coin show. Page 60 of Redbook, top one left says connect facing right. Wow, that's cool. Hold on, let me go. Page 60. Okay, hold on. Wow, that's old, way back there. Page 60. 2-cent pieces. Hold on. See, mine's a little bit different. So mine might be, because I got, this is the 2026. Yeah, I got the 2026. I'll check it out though. 1863 Indian heads, new marshals. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, the 20. I've got the 20. Do I have the 25 over there? Let me look. I don't know if I have 25 or not. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, I got the 24 over here. Yeah, I just got the 20. Yeah, I just got the 23 and the 24. Apparently, I skipped 25. But I should still be able to find it though. So that's really cool though. So yeah, still, it doesn't matter if it's worth much. It's it's something that you enjoy. So that's all that matters. That's worth more than anything. It's like when we're hunting half dollars, my daughter's pulling out all the the bicentennials and stuff. And they're not worth anything extra or anything like that, but she just enjoys pulling those out. And I like, pull everyone, honey, pull them all. Post-colonial Connecticut. Okay, cool. I will check that out here in a minute. We're down to this one and one more roll. Can we find anything before we end the stream? I don't see any silver in that. Yeah, I'll work on maybe ordering a box of dollars maybe next week. So I know that'd be $1,000. That's hard to come up with, but I think I can move a few things around because that's the beauty about coin roll hunting too. You're not out any money; it's just out your time and everything. You take everything back, and you still got, your money and everything. So yeah, we'll give this one the good luck roll. So here we go. Last roll of the box. Been good one so far. We've got 2 Canadians. We've got silver. Been good. We'll see any silver there. Get those spread out. 06. 20. 21. 20. 70. Yeah, I'll do some research too on what I need to look for on the dollars. I want to say, what is it? The modern innovation ones are low mintage, maybe? Something like that. And of course, I know you can look at the edge lettering on some of them too. They're missing the edge lettering, or you can have even some doubling and stuff on some of them. So, but that's about as much knowledge I've got on dollar coins. We'll do a little recap tonight. We got this 1945 out of Denver. We've got a 1990 Canadian nickel and 91 Canadian nickel. That's definitely seen better days. A handful of 40s and 50s there, but at the end, they're just going to go right back into the box. Let's take a look here. It says post-colonial Connecticut. Is it over here? I'll definitely look for that in here. Post-colonial Connecticut. See, here's post-colonial. Okay, hold on. Liberty Seal. Washington. That's Northwest, New Spain, Texas. Okay, let's see. Alba, Copper. See Kentucky. Well, shoot. I'm interested. You're having looking now. It's still super cool. It's just so interesting to me, too, though. Back in the day, they used to, carry, silver and gold in their pockets all the time. I'll definitely keep looking. So that's just Massachusetts. Well, it's still the same dates. I mean, we're still in good dates. Vermont. What do we got here? I can't read that one. Columbia. Continental. This is continental currencies, so maybe I just missed it here. I just missed it. Probably one of these or something. Well, that's really cool. So here's 1785. Something. See, those are worth like $17,000 though, so hold on. Interesting. Well, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in tonight. Garrett, let's see, we got Garrett, New Marshall, Anthony, Steve, Kendall, VMC, Farmaze, Wage Slave, Vincent, congratulations, Vincent, Steve Harrison, Coins and Base. Yeah, I can't remember if there's anybody else. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. As always, we're here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please consider joining any of our other, social media platforms. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, that's Rumble. Like I said, we have that Patreon account. If you go check that out, sure would appreciate each and every one of you and any of your support. Until next time, Thompson Coin and Stamp is out. Y'all have a good night, y'all.